Welcome to 3 and Under 3 in Seattle, a short series where I look at 3 things in under 3 minutes in Seattle that all have a common theme. Alright, we have a real quick one today, so let's just dive right in. Shoreline South Station, exit A for buses and park, exit B for buses and parking. Next, Shoreline North, exit A for buses and parking, exit B for buses and parking and also a stadium. Mount Lake Terrace, there's a park a mile away and also there's parking. 3 and Under 3 done. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, okay, I'm just trolling. I can't make a proper short on these glorified park and ride stations, but hey, getting them out of the way in like 10 seconds is good enough, I guess. Our actual number one for today is Linwood, the end of the one line. After checking the city center map, it seemed pretty apparent to me that this was going to be a glorified park and ride as well as a bus hub. One of the points of interest was essentially a vacant mall. Also, there's a spirit store opening soon, a real Grim Reaper sign if there ever was one. Yeah, the station just isn't very good, but I guess we're no longer in Seattle, so a Lyft or Uber isn't going to cost you your left nut, so there's that. Also, the station was really promoting this mall with crappy restaurants, and yeah, it's still pretty far away. Linwood opened in recent years and is expected to be more of a path for residents to go to Seattle, but holy cow, did the city not do anything or time anything around a station, so for Seattle residents, there really isn't a reason to come up here. Sorry, folks. Speaking of not wanting to come up here, that's a great transition to our second stop of the day, and that's none other than Northgate Station, home of a bus depot, the Kraken training grounds, and also the mall, or rather a concept of a mall. I tried to explore around to be able to see things like closed restrooms as well as a neighboring Chipotle, but I have to admit, a pedestrian walk to the coveted not dead yet mall is honestly just hostile to anyone not in a car. If it sounds like I hate this place, it's because I actually do now. I mean, look at this map. 5 future developments, 3 parking lots, and then somewhere south there's a one-line station, I guess, which is a good reminder that if you see this map, that by going south, you can get the hell out of here. Anywho, we're 0 for 2 today, so I really hope our final stop today pays off, but I have a hunch it will, and that's because I'm stopping at Roosevelt Station. The area around the station is what I would expect for a good transit hub. Plenty of apartments, grocery stores, restaurants, and bars. This was a change of pace I needed, but admittedly my reason for stopping at Roosevelt was not necessarily for what's around the station, but my main destination for today. Green Lake neighbors the area, and not only is it a cute area with stuff to do, it also has a lovely park and lake, and it's perfect for a summer day in the sun. I love the fabric around this place, but I also suspect I'll be loving the Pacha Collective slightly more in a minute. Inside of Pacha, you'll find it all at this cafe, a communal area with live games playing, a literal minivan where a family is eating, I'm not joking, and also some bomb-ass food like this beet toast. It's simple enough, sourdough topped with avocado and beet hummus, greens, radishes, and crushed peppers and sea salt. This absolutely hit the spot for a late brunch. But what hit even more was their espresso tonic, which used a yuzu-flavored tonic water. Finally, a place in Seattle that not only has a great espresso tonic, but honestly the best I've ever had. After a bunch of bus stations, I'm alive once again. After that, I hopped on a line with a 40-minute prepay, and I just looped around the lake since honestly it was immaculate out by afternoon, and the entire area was abuzz with life. While most of today featured stations I would not honestly recommend you go to, I would recommend Roosevelt Station, and I would absolutely recommend Green Lake if you've never been. It absolutely rocks. I also acknowledge I was particularly down on most of the stations today. They were ultimately built to be parking rides, and to Sound Transit's credit, they see you. I just wish those stations also took their existence a little bit more seriously. It's great to get folks from Shoreline and Linwood to Seattle, but man, I'd like to see reasons for Seattleites to visit Shoreline and Linwood. Roosevelt, however, gets an A, and I'm happy to end the afternoon on a good note.